I say Happy New Year, it is kind of the end of January today, but either way I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and are having a brilliant year so far. So today I'm revealing my first cosplay of 2016, which, you know, I kind of hope you would have guessed already given the amount of clues I've put around the room. But if you haven't guessed already, my first cosplay of the year is going to be the companion cube from the game Portal. Basically, Portal is a really fun puzzle game where your character basically wakes up in the middle of a really weird science lab and is guided by a genetic uniform and disk operating system, otherwise known as GLaDOS, through a number of tests, and you're given a portal gun which you have to use to get you through the game. And during the game you come across several different weighted cubes, one of those being the companion cube. The idea of the companion cube, which you only meet once in the first game, is to keep the cube with you through that one particular level until you reach the end. Sadly, at the end of that level you have to incinerate the poor thing. And on that note, if you have played Portal and you want to hear a pretty twisted, dark theory about the companion cube, I'd highly recommend you watch the Game Theorist video, which I'll put a link to, but just beware, it might blow your mind a little bit. So the reason I've chosen the companion cube as a cosplay, apart from the fact that it's absolutely adorable and I fell in love with it the first time I even saw it, but also because it's relatively simple and cheap at the same time as presenting me with a lot of challenges. For the simple reason that I'm not just going to make the companion cube a simple A-line skirt, I'm actually planning to make it into a cube shape, which I'm hoping A, will actually work, and B, if it does work, will look really, really effective. So having decided that this was going to be my cosplay, I went to my usual place, World of Fabrics in Cheltenham, to go fabric shopping, and now I'm going to show you what I bought. Quite simply for the moment, this involves only 3 fabrics, a light grey, a dark grey and a pink, and these are the ones I've got. This is the pink. I think it's a relatively simple sort of linen cotton fabric. I didn't really ask, but it's the right colour and the right sort of texture I'm after, so I figure that is pretty much spot on. Now these two, the light and the dark grey, I'm not actually sure what fabric they are. I didn't ask, but as soon as I saw them I knew they were the right thing, particularly with the light grey, because it's actually quite shiny and silvery and almost sort of dull metallic. So I figure because the companion cube is kind of metally, when it clangs against things it makes loud metal noises, I figured that the shinier and more metal looking but still matte the better. So these two happen to just prove to be the perfect thing. Because I'm going to be making it into a skirt, I've decided to make it with an elastic waistband so I can easily climb in and out of it. So I went on eBay and bought some waistband elastic. I don't know how well you can see that because I'm afraid it is just a small picture. And I've also had to do a lot of thinking about how I'm going to make it hold that cube shape. So for now I have bought some of this garden wire, which is quite thick and apparently quite strong and malleable, so I'm going to use that as a initial plan to make the square shape. In terms of the pattern for the companion cube, I'm going to be focusing on the companion cube from the first game because actually the cubes are slightly different. My mug, for example, is actually a Portal 2 companion cube, so I'm going to be focusing on the cube from the first game and basically making the pattern from scratch. So there you have it, my first cosplay of 2016 is going to be the companion cube from Portal. Keep an eye out for my next video where I will be going through the making process of the companion cube, hopefully leading up to a successful final result. Thanks ever so much for watching, cupcakes, and see you again very soon. Bye!